years. I want to tell you something. I hope all the people who make these Hitler comparisons, which are never apt, we should just stop doing that. These Hitler comparisons.
Here, anyway, there's a history of retaliation for perceived slights to Islam. Back in 1989, a fatwa, or death sentence, was issued for Salman Rushdie because his book, Satanic Verses, was considered offensive to Islam. In 2004, we all know this story, Dutch filmmaker Theo van Gogh was murdered on the street by a killer who considered Van Gogh's work anti-Islamic. In 2005, when a Dutch newspaper published cartoons lampooning Muhammad, the artists and publishers were met with death threats. So what do we make it? I'll go back to you, Irshad, and I want your view because you're so optimistic on this. What do you make of what happened today? You think it's an odd occurrence, or is this start of something we're going to have to live with for decades? Where people, this whole thing about being disaffected, tough luck, you're disaffected. Right. You're living in France. The country's called France. It's French. Liberty, equality, fraternity. Get with it. If you don't like living there, move. Right. This idea that somehow France has to adjust to your thinking about what constitutes blasphemy is outrageous.
Surrender to these monsters. Her organization is designated a hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center. And that seems to make your thought clear here. I remember the old days where the Communist Party and the Nazi Party would sort of team up in a weird, sick, sort of symbiotic way. One would have an event, the other would attack it. You know, well, I think she caused this trouble. And whether this trouble came yesterday or it came 2 weeks from now, it's going to be in the air as long as you taunt. Anyway.